Today I've assembled a team of the lowest overall players with abilities. We're gonna find out if all you need to win in Madden are abilities. Now to make sure we get to the very bottom of this, I'm gonna be starting the lowest overall at every single position. They must be the starter, even if they have a higher overall guy below them. So Aaron Rodgers is the third lowest overall quarterback with abilities. Trevor Lawrence is the second lowest overall quarterback with abilities. But Bryce Young has superstar and he's a 74, so he's gonna be our QB1. Bijan gonna be our running back 3. Najee Harris gonna be our RB2, and Dalvin Cook has X Factor, but he's only an 81. He will be our starting running back. As for wide receiver, we have DK Metcalf, DJ Moore, Chris Godwin, T Higgins in the slot, Deontay Johnson at wide receiver 2, and Jackson Smith-Njigba as our starting wide receiver. Dallas Goedert gonna be our backup tight end, and Kyle Pitts our tight end 1. We have Becton, Brandon Scherf, Ryan Jensen, Quentin Nelson, and Ikechukwu, all the lowest overall at their position with abilities. Ronnie Stanley, Wyatt Teller, and Penei Sewell is depth. Offense pretty solid, 92 overall. Even with a few 70s starting, defense is slightly better at a 95. We begin with Fletcher Cox at D tackle, backing up Jordan Davis. Kenny Clark at left end, behind Calais Campbell.
And Jeffrey Simmons
at right end. Khalil Mack starting in front of Rashawn Gary, Levante and Demario, two lowest overall MLBs with abilities. So this team got lucky at that position. Shaq Barrett gonna start in front of Brian Burns. Safeties were also stacked. You have Micah Hyde and Justin Simmons, along with Jordan Poyer and Harrison Smith. CB5, we have Marlon Humphrey. Then we have Tre'Davious, Trevon Diggs in the slot, Stephon Gilmore, and AJ Terrell Jr. at CB1. At kicker, we have Evan McPherson. Punter, we have Jack Fox. We are on the Panthers. That's the team of our quarterback 1, Bryce Young. Let's see how they're doing halfway through the season. Very respectable 4-2, second in the NFC South, right behind the New Orleans Saints. So we still need some dubs. Up against the 2-4 Texans in week number 8, and they obliterate them 35-6. Now a matchup against the 0-8 Colts. Another W. This time against the 0-9 Bears. Bruh. Why are there so many winless teams? I don't know, but they remain winless as we improve to 7-2. I'm circling week 14 against the Saints. That's what we're gonna sim to. Got a few games until then. This is pretty much for the division. Riding a very long winning streak into this game against the Saints, both 10-2. We got a breakout wide receiver that we can help upgrade his depth trade. He's trying to be the best receiver in the league. You love to see it. T Higgins, gotta get him 4 touchdowns or 200 yards. Gonna be very difficult. We begin on the defensive end. Kamara getting the first touch of the game, but look at Jordan Davis. I was surprised to see Jalen Carter did not have abilities. He's only star dev, which is pretty shocking to me, but Kamara gets a nice gain on his next carry. Yeah, we were this close to having 3 Eagles D tackles on this team. Either way, 3rd and 5. Gotta get off the field. Derek Carr surveying the field, gonna find his tight end, Juwan Johnson, shaking off a tackle. Rocky start from what's supposed to be the strength of our team. Oh no, bad pursuit angle from Jordan Poyer. Kamara gets the touchdown. Gotta go right down the field and answer with a touchdown of our own. Dalvin Cook to the outside. What a block shed by Marshawn Lattimore, who would have been next up at cornerback. He was the 6th lowest at his position with abilities. So maybe this is an FU game. Let's see if we can get T Higgins his first catch of the game. Bryce gonna escape the pocket. Gonna try to find him. No! Intercepted. Not the best start in the world. Marcus May with the INT. A stop right here would be huge for our confidence. 3rd down and goal. Yes, sir. Go get him. The big boy getting the sack. Fletcher Cox. Huge play on 3rd and goal. Last thing we want is to get 0 points on his drive and go down even further. Dalvin with his biggest run of the game, picking up the 1st down. Him and Bryce might be 2 candidates at the next title update to have their abilities maybe taken away. Yeah, I don't root for that to happen, but I think it might. I've seen them take people's abilities before, so you know, I think it's something that could happen. Dalvin though, he's running like a madman in this one. Another big gain. I know we're supposed to get T Higgins these yards, but we just got to worry about getting points. I mean, getting the dub is way more important than those other things. Dalvin Cook with another big gain. He's up to 4 rushes for 30 yards. Doing a great job moving the chains. Oh no, got to hit as I throw it. Oh, I was trying to go to Goddard.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
Yes, we got it right back. Huge INT from Stephon Gilmore. I got to do better. No more turnovers at all. Oh my goodness, O-line not helping us out. Right now, we need Dalvin Cook to block for us. Even with this O-line having abilities, they're not doing a great job. T. Higgins, no, that was right through his hands. We needed that, T. Really don't know what's happening right now. These abilities not making too much of a difference. That's all I'm gonna say. My first observation. Chance for the defense to make another stop. I mean, they've been killing it when it really matters. Like holding them to 3 points at multiple times. Yes! Incomplete pass. Terrell Jr. on the coverage. I mean, this could be like a 21-0, 24-0 game, but it's only 13-0. 29 seconds, 3 timeouts. Gotta get in field goal range. You just have to. Oh, there it is. Yes! Kyle Pitts! Beautiful catch! We're gonna try to find Dalvin Cook right here. In man coverage, there it is. Yes! Dalvin Cook out the backfield! That's the talent he still possesses. We get on the board right before half number 2. We haven't really ran the ball like that. I mean, we're doing a decent job at stop and run, but it is because the pass defense is so horrendous. Like, for instance, why wouldn't he continue passing when he can just find people open every play? Like, there's just nothing we could do. The Saints should be doing this in real life. Like, this is what I expected them to do. Gilmore with some good coverage. There we go. One of the few people in his defense that showed up. I just need someone else to do their thing as well. Oh, nice tackle. Beautiful play. Jordan Poyer, after a rough pursuit angle on that one touchdown we gave up. He's doing a good job in this second half. Here we go. 3rd down.
Another one.
No! Thomas gets the first. I thought we had him. Goal line stand here would be nice. It would be very nice. Here comes the toss. Levante. Beautiful tackle. We forced a fumble, but we can't scoop it up. But we hold them to another field goal, and we're still only down 2 possessions somehow. This is not going our way at all. Like, it's the complete opposite of what we wanted to happen in this game. Struggling. To be just completely honest, that's a beautiful pass though. Bryce putting it on the money to Smith and Jigba. We still have that Dalvin Cook out the backfield cheat code. And there, oh no.
Look at this dude.
Oh no, the safety jumped that perfectly. Marcus May have just made a phenomenal play. That should be the game.
You thought?
Wait a minute. It might not be a wrap. Huge INT from Justin Simmons. One man to beat. It's Derek Carr. We have a 1-possession game. Just like that. I thought it was over. I thought we had no chance. But as you can see, there's plenty of time left. We just have to find out how to cover Juwan Johnson. 2-minute warning has been reached. Crunch time for this defense. Kamara going down. 3rd and 3 coming up. They're going to beat us. It cannot be Juwan Johnson. I'm watching him. No matter where he goes, I'm all over it. Oh, it's a run. Let's go. What a stop by this defense. We're going to have one more chance. Does Bryce Young have a game-winning drive in him? Like the video for good luck. We need it. You saw him put the thumbs up? That's what we need. I really haven't targeted T. Higgins the way I needed to. So we're going to try to do that right here. There it is. Yes, T holding on to it. Very strong hands. If you watched that last game they played, he was catching everything with just his hands. Here comes a 2nd and 3 if it's man. We got Dalvin Cook doing the drag. We're going to take off with Bryce. Pick up the first. 4th down and 10. This is our last chance. We need a miracle. T. Higgins, I'm hoping you can get open against man coverage.
Yes, sir.
T. Higgins keeping the chains moving. And he gets out of bounds. We got some fresh legs in the game. Hey, man, it is what it is. They're on the team. DK, what a catch in traffic. Gonna go ahead and spike the ball. Very nice pass from Bryce. 4th and inches. Last play of the game. A touchdown wins it. What a pass, Bryce Young with the game winner. Come on, man, what a drive. McPherson to put us on top and give us the lead in the NFC South. I don't know how we got that W, but I'm glad we did. We finished 14 and 3, first in the NFC. 1 game ahead of our division rival, New Orleans. Here's how the team finished. First in every major category on defense. Offense finished 4th in points per game, probably because of all the short fields from the turnovers we were getting. Bryce still did really well in terms of passing touchdowns, 3rd in the league. Dalvin Cook didn't do so hot. I mean, he finished 18th in rushing yards, even though he had the 10th most carries. And T. Higgins had the 7th most receiving touchdown. 35 touchdowns, but 20 INTs. Now, granted, 3 of them were me. So he technically has a 2-to-1 touchdown interception ratio if you exclude my performance, you know, earlier in the season. But Dalvin Cook, 1,100 yards. You know, that's not terrible. Yards per carry could be better. You know, 8 touchdowns, 10 for Najee Najee Harris. Bryce with 3 on the ground. No 1,000-yard receiver. So Bryce was spreading the ball around very nicely. Dalvin Cook, Njigba, Deontay, Pitts, Higgins all got involved. Goddard even had 4 receiving touchdowns. Bijan got in a couple plays. On defense, Levante led the way in tackling, but it was Khalil Mack, the sack attack with 17 sacks. Jeffrey Simmons with 11. Burns with 9.5. Calais is 6.5. 3 guys with double-digit tackles for a loss. We had Gilmore with 5 INTs. Simmons and Terrell along with Micah Hyde all had 4. Levante's going to be in the discussion for best MLB in the NFC. Terrell, 11 deflections to go along with his 4 INTs. Poyer had 8. McPherson only missed 3 field goals on the season and 2 extra points. But Lamar wins MVP. Hopefully this happens in real life. I got some money on it. OPOI goes to Cooper Kupp. DPOI goes to Donald, but Mac was right behind him. He also had Jeffrey Simmons and Levante in the top 10. Best QB, we had Dak Prescott. Bryce finished in the top 10 at number 6. Offensive Rookie of the Year, he was second behind Addison. He also had Smith and Jigba in the top 10. Best running back goes to McCaffrey. Dalvin Cook finished top 10. Best wide receiver, we had T. Higgins at number 9. Ryan Jensen wins best O-lineman. Quentin and Scherf all in the top 5. We had Jeffrey Simmons in the top 5 for best D lineman. Khalil Mack wins best linebacker. Levante finished top 10. And then Stephon Gilmore, top 3 best DB in the NFC. Here's our schedule for the season, man. We started off a little shaky against the Saints. Dolphins, you know, we lost that one as well, but we went on a very nice winning streak. We are on a losing streak heading into the playoffs after the Bucks beat us by 7. Those same Bucks didn't even make the playoffs, so I'm a little bit nervous. Maybe we were resting players. Regardless, we have to play against the 4 seed Packers, who just beat those Saints that we struggled with. So I'm expecting a very close game based on that information. Now, their defense is not as good as New Orleans, but hey, they're resilient because they just beat them, so I'm not writing anyone off. First drive on defense, I'm very confident in their ability to slow down Jordan Love and this offense. Now, Aaron Jones might give us some problems, but look at what I said, man. I spoke it into existence. Justin Simmons with an INT on the first play of the game. Bryce Young, there's no excuse not to get at least 3 points on this drive. Nice run from Dalvin to take pressure off their quarterback. They need to establish the run game. O-line has to be great. Not just good, but great. Oh, great tackle by Devondre Campbell. 3rd and 2. Looks like they're going back to the run. But do they surprise them with play action? They do, but look at Campbell. Right up the gut. Phenomenal start from him, forcing us to kick the field goal. That's what we needed. Getting points off of turnovers is huge. Now, they do strike next, but we take the lead back with flying colors heading into the half number 2. 24-10 at one point, extending our lead in the 4th quarter, just keeping them at arm's distance. Now, it is a 1-possession game. 4th and 13. We're going to add to our lead, and this one should be a wrap as long as we make it. McPherson had that legendary game against the Titans when the Bengals were on their way to the Super Bowl, so I trust him in the playoffs, and he does it again. 34-24. Bryce, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Outplays Jordan Love. He also had a touchdown on the ground, so he's doing his thing, off to a nice start during his postseason run. Our next opponent is the 3 seed San Francisco 49ers, who just beat Jalen Hurts and the Eagles in the divisional round. They got their revenge, so we're hoping that that was their Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they're content with just beating Philadelphia and they overlook us. I mean, that's best case scenario. Defense on the field first once again. Let's set the tone like we did in the last game, bringing up everyone to the line of scrimmage. Somehow McCaffrey still gets positive yards. Dude is gonna be a handful. They have Debo healthy, Kittle healthy, everyone healthy. We send a blitz, but Purdy still throws a dot to Mr. Samuel. Uh-oh, here comes another blitz. I'm liking how we're dialing up pressure. But right now, Purdy is still dissecting our defense. Halfback wham looks like the play call. McCaffrey to the outside. Oh, nice tackle on the open field. One of the few positions on this team that didn't feel like lowest overall with abilities was the MLB. I mean, you have 2 guys with X Factor, but that's because they don't give lower overall MLBs superstar. But speaking of a guy with superstar, Harrison the Hitman making a nice hit, man. 3rd down and 8. Purdy in the pocket, gonna go down. We get the fumble. No, we don't. But still, we pushed him out of field goal range. Brian Burns, along with Khalil Mack, get to Brock. And now they're gonna have to punt the football. Horrendous horrendous starting field position, though. Backed up at our own 1. Cannot afford to give up a safety. That's the goal. Just don't let them get 2 points. 2 free points. Second down and 10. 4-man rush. Bryce, nice completion. Oh, he's on his feet still. What a play by Smith and Jigba. The rookie-to-rookie connection gives us some really good breathing room. Now Dalvin Cook with his biggest run of the game. Another first down. Bosa along with Chase Young now on the outside. But look at Bryce Young keeping it on a read option, picking up our 3rd first down of the drive. Yeah, that front 7 gets even scarier with the addition of the guy from Washington. Here he comes. Bryce still gets rid of it. What a catch by T. Higgins. Last play the first quarter. Bryce stepping up in the pocket, going for it all. Touchdown. Smith and Jigba, the rookie, balling out in the conference championship game. To do that against this amazing Niners defense, I don't even know what to say. I mean, hey, they did it again. 14-0. Okay, San Fran finally gets some points. We're only up 4 heading to the 3rd, but we extend our lead. And now it's up to the defense to make sure we keep it. But we don't. San Fran takes it right back. We have 4 turnovers that we've given away. I mean, it's going to be tough to win. Somehow we're only down 1. We should be down way more, especially because we haven't caused any turnovers. Like, we're losing the battle 4-0, and we still have a chance to win. Deontay Johnson getting us down to midfield. Just over a minute left. All we need is like 15, 20 more yards. Oh my goodness, Bryce. Costly mistake. Interception number 5. Greenlaw gets the INT. 3rd and 4. Can they do it again? Purdy gonna fake the handoff. He's gonna pass it to Ayuk, but there's Gilmore to dislodge the football. The clock stops. They're gonna attempt the field goal. This would be about a 59-yarder, maybe a 60. Does Jake Moody have it in him? It's wide right. Let's go. So we get great field position. We cannot afford another turnover, Bryce. All we really need is a first down. There we go! Deontay Johnson putting us in field goal range. McPherson for the game winner. Another improbable win, just like the one we had earlier in the season. So many turnovers, and we still get the dub. Credit to Bryce for remaining composed, even after throwing that many interceptions, man. He stepped up when he needed to. Defense was struggling with McCaffrey, but the wide receivers on our team stepped up, and we're in the Super Bowl, man, somehow. Up next is the Buffalo Bills, the 1 seed, who just beat the Ravens 21-20 in the AFC Championship game. They are 17-0, people. Have not lost 1 game all season. They're 2nd in points per game, 2nd in points per game given up. This is about as evenly matched as it gets. Josh Allen under center. First play of the Super Bowl. We send a blitz, and we get to him. We forced the fumble. What a start by Levante David. Letting them know we're not playing games, man. I'm loving the defensive coordinator dialing up blitzes. You don't see that too often. Diggs with his first catch of the game, getting them right back to the original line of scrimmage just about. 3rd and 11, play action. Here comes the pressure. Josh, incomplete pass, 3 and out to start. Phenomenal job by the defense, getting off the field, giving us amazing field position. 20 yards or so, and we're already in field goal range, but that's Matt Milano. I think lost in all of this, vitriol that's been targeted at the Buffalo Bills lately because of their losses is the fact that they've had a lot of injuries on defense. Milano was arguably playing like one of the best players at his position. You lost him, Tre'Davious White. I mean, just lost someone else this week. Of course they're going to struggle. Bryce on 3rd down, going to throw a bullet to Kyle Pitts, keeping his feet in bounds and getting us into their territory. Question is, will this end in 3 points, 7 or 0? 3rd down and 5. Bunch to the right. T. Higgins, I thought was going to get that catch. Instead, it ends up in the hands of a Bills defender. Bryce with the touchdown saving tackle. But Rasul Douglas, the new addition at cornerback, gives his team great starting field position. Costly mistake against a great team like this. They strike first, 7-0. As we reach halftime, though, we end up scoring. We take the lead in the 3rd quarter, extend our lead early in the 4th. What is going on, man? The defense balling. And there you have it. A team of the lowest overall players with abilities won the Super Bowl. I mean, hey, they had a couple close calls. I'm not gonna lie to you, but they made it happen. I mean, they capped it off with a win in the biggest game of the season against a team that was undefeated. So, I mean, you say what you want, but clearly we've seen that abilities do in fact matter. Like, that's really all you need. So hopefully you guys did enjoy it. You know what to do if you can't wait for the inverse of this. The highest overall players without abilities, man. Thanks for watching to the end. T. Higgins is now a Super Bowl champion. Have yourself a good rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.